before you continue with this video, make sure that you have already attempted question 1, part A to part E, because I'll only be covering part F. So you would have already done the graph. For convenience, I sketched the graph at the bottom of the page. Okay, this is different from a plot. Now we are supposed to use this particular graph to estimate the solutions of this equation, x squared minus x minus 2 equals to 5. Observe the similarity and the differences between the equation that we need to solve and the equation that we have already plotted. See the similarities? The highlighted portion. X squared minus x minus 5. We're going to make use of what we have already plotted. We know that this x squared minus x minus 5 is exactly equal to y. This portion is exactly equal to y. Now I'm going to copy down the equal sign, and I'm going to copy down the value 5. So do you see now that I have created a new equation? Y equals to 5. Just a quick recap. Where did the y come from? It came from the left hand side, which is the highlighted portion. That is from the graph that we have already plotted. Then all I did was to copy down the equal sign and the value 5. Here I have created a new equation, which is y equal to 5. I am now going to plot this equation, this graph, y equals to 5, and we know that it is going to be a horizontal line, cutting the y-axis at value 5. So here is my graph of y equals to 5. I now have two graphs on the same axis. We are going to focus on the points of intersection. There are 2 points of intersection over here, giving us 2 different x coordinates. These values of x will be our solution to this equation. However, take note that we only want the answer that is within this range from -3 to 3. So if any one of these, x1 or x2, falls outside of that range, we are going to reject it. This is similar to this idea of finding the points of intersection. Reading the x and y coordinates is similar to how we solved simultaneous equations graphically. So now I'm going to move on to the next part of the notes, 5.3b. Okay, you can try to solve x squared minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 by yourself by factorizing. Okay, 2 methods that you have learned, and you will get 2 values of x. X equals to something, x equals to something else. Okay, so this is what we have covered in the past. Now the other way is to do it graphically, which is what we have already seen at the start of this video. To solve an equation graphically. To solve this particular equation, notice there is no y involved over here. There's no y. It's just x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. We need to draw a graph, and it will be y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6. Okay? Look closely at the highlighted portions. They are exactly the same. All I did was to set y to be equal to x squared minus 5x plus 6. Then you continue with what you're used to, plot the creating a table of values, plot the graph, and this is what you should end up with. Y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6. Okay, now same thing. This is equal to y. We plotted that already. We carry down the equal sign. We carry down the 0. And now we have created another equation. It is called y equals to 0. Y equals to 0 is a horizontal line cutting the y-axis at 0. In fact, it is our x-axis. So, let me use another color. Let's use red. A horizontal line. This is my graph of y equals to 0. Again, I'm going to find the points of intersection between my quadratic curve and this new equation, which is a straight line. It intersects at 2 points. Read off the graph, we see that the x value is 2 as well as 3. It has 2 values. So we have effectively solved the equation of x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Our solutions are simply 2 and 3 without any calculation, without solving the simultaneous equation by substitution or elimination. Okay, so over here, these are known as the solutions of this particular equation. Now, the next portion is, take a look, using the graph of y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6. Do we have that? Yes, we do. Y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6. We already have this graph. They want us to solve the following equations graphically. 3 different equations. Let's take a look at the first one. The left-hand side, we have y. This is the graph that we have already plotted. Carry down the equal sign, carry down whatever is on the right-hand side. So we have created a new equation. It is called y equals to 2. So we want to draw this equation, this graph, on the same axis. So y equals to 2 looks like this. Y equals to 2. Now we look for the solutions, which is the point of intersection. In this case, 2 points of intersection between the curve as well as the straight line. So they have values of 1 and 4. So the solutions are x equals to 1 and x equals to 4. So the next portion, we see, x squared minus 5x plus 6 again. We already have the graph of y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6. So copy this down. This is the same as y. Copy down the equal sign, copy down whatever is on the right hand side. Remind yourself that we want to draw this line, y equals to 6. Again, it happens to be a horizontal line. I'll remove this. Y equals to 6. Find the points of intersection. Read down 0 as well as 5. There are 2 x values that will satisfy both y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6 as well as y equals to 6 simultaneously, meaning at the same time. So after drawing that, we have the solution. Solution are x equals to 0 and x equals to 5. And finally, for part C, look closely again. X squared minus 5x plus 6, we already have it. We know that the graph says, this is y. Y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6. Copy down the equal sign, copy down whatever is on the right hand side. Compare that with part A and part B. Our right hand side was a number 2. In part B, our right hand side was a number 6. Whereas in this case, our right hand side is x plus 1. Don't worry about it. Same approach. Now we want to draw the graph of y equals to x plus 1. We can do that. It is a straight line. Plot your values, x and y. Choose the values of x. Remember to have the 3 points. In this case, maybe let's choose 0, 1 and 2. And we have corresponding values of 1, 2 and 3. So when x is equal to 0, y equals to 1. We're now plotting when x equals to 0, y equals to 1. when x is equal to 1, y equals to 2. When x is equal to 2, y equals to 3. So we end up with a straight line. Let's try to draw it accurately. Okay, you should use a ruler for this. And this equation is y equals to x plus 1. Same approach. Once we have the two graphs, we find the points of intersection. So first, we have one point here as well as another point. So read down, this has a value of 1 and this has a value of 5. And therefore, the solution will be x equals to 1 and x equals to 5. You will see this type of question later on in the later part of this set of notes as well. So make sure you learn this well.